Good morning from Park City. It's a beautiful May 2nd day here in Park City. Finally finished a week of rain with gorgeous sunshine that you can probably see in the background. I'm standing today at the plaza, which I guess they call the Olympic Plaza, that was created for the Olympics. It's a nice little area that people underutilize, and I thought I'd bring out a couple of its features. There's a huge sign in front of me showing the Olympics, but behind me here to the back are the actual medal podiums, and they've left this in place. So during the Olympics, after the individual races and events, they would bring the contestants here and they would show them, in all the publicists and the media guys would take their pictures of the middle is gold and silver and bronze medal winners, of course. So, and there's names of all the winners on these individual signs. There's bobsled, skeleton, which is an amazing, scary event. In fact, Jimmy Shea was the gold medal winner, and he was a neighbor of mine in Old Town for a couple of years. Nice guy. Anyhow, you just see all the names, and you can come here and kind of reminisce. The reason, and this is the other thing that's awesome, is this snowboarder. I don't know what it is. It's not a flagpole. It's a monument, really, to the Olympics. And the reason I show it again is because we will probably have the Olympics here again. And the reason I'm saying that is a little bit of insider knowledge. We have, well, I helped raise a small boy who's becoming an incredible mogul skier and is rising through the ranks of competition and could be on an Olympic team someday. That's the hope, of course. And through all his coaches and at the Utah Olympic Park, which I will do a separate video on, the president of the Utah Olympic Park has told us that they are very interested in bringing the Olympics here. There's a lot of politics involved in hosting it in Park City again, only in that timing is involved. They don't want to take the emphasis on getting Summer Olympics here, which is actually a bigger money maker for a potential city for the Olympics. And Boston and a couple other cities have been, in that process. I forget if they've won for a future Olympics or not, but they are trying. And so once they get a summer location in the U.S. locked down for a future Summer Olympics, then they're going to put their efforts into getting Park City to host the Winter Olympics. Why? Let's do a little walk. It's real simple. The economics of putting on Olympic events are so cost prohibitive that most cities in the world lose money. I think the Rio Olympics this summer will be another money loser. And of course they try to do it as a economic stimulus for the town and the country itself. We'll see. Time will tell if it makes sense. But the cost to build new infrastructure and new stadiums and raceways and bobsled hills and things like that are so tremendously expensive they can never recoup any money and pay for it. So Park City has everything in place. Over my right shoulder here is what's left of the snowboarding park. That is world class. It's called a super pipe. We have the Utah Olympic Sports Park, where all the skeletons, bobsledding events are, ski jumping. It's all in perfect shape. In fact, they just did a $5 million upgrade on the Utah Olympic Park, which again, I will do a separate video on. So everything is here. We have a downhill course at Snow Basin. We have alpine events here at Park City Mountain Resort. And then we have a town with infrastructure for media, for people to come into and to absorb the hundreds of thousands of people that come during Olympic time. And so it just makes a lot of sense that we will have another Olympic here, because with very few dollars they can rehab anything that's not up to snuff. and put on a successful Olympic Winter Games again and actually make money. Salt Lake made money. If you remember, Romney saved it. There was a debacle where the original Olympic Committee had some cronyism going on, and there was some stealing of monies and things like that, and they got rid of those people and prosecuted them. Romney came in, turned the Olympics around. We made a ton of money, and the goal isn't to make money, but certainly the goal shouldn't be to lose money, and that's why most cities around the country, around the world, are saying no to Olympics because of the cost. So we'll have the Olympics again. As you see over here, this is a nice little walkway. We've got some big trees that are just coming into bloom here in the beginning of May, and you see those different I don't know what they are. They're signs. That one shows the Sapporo Olympics. This one shows Sarajevo, which, by the way, Sarajevo is the '84 Olympics. I'll never forget that. The downhill winner just died, unfortunately. Anyhow, the Sarajevo Olympics, all the winter events are literally have fallen into complete disrepair and are literally just almost gone. And so it shows you how valuable retaining all of our events and the sites can be for the future, for not only training purposes for now for Olympic athletes, but why not use it again for future Olympics? So it's another reason why real estate is going to be great in Park City in the future. And we're probably talking about 2022, 2026. I think those are the dates that they're talking about. Again, just off the top of my head, I don't remember exactly. Anyhow, I'm taking a nice walk. It's about 45 degrees. I run hot, so I'm not dressed for it, but it's a beautiful day in Park City, and real estate is still, I just looked at the stats, we're kind of in line with the last, a little less transactions, but higher price than last year. And here's the Cortina Olympics, which is the backside of Zermatt, the famous Matterhorn. And here we have St. Moritz, which I've skied, and then over there is Lake Placid, New York on one side, and it looks like, I can't, Moritz. It looks like somewhere in Switzerland. Anyhow, that's about all for today. I think I'll end this. I could tell you more about the Olympics, but again, we're running out of land. The fact that the Olympic venues are still intact and being kept up will mean that this is going to be one of the few places in the world that can have another Olympics. There's no other. Lake Placid has a ski jumping and a bobsled course, but everything else is antiquated and too small, and the snow is not real reliable there for Winter Olympics either. So and distances there were phenomenal to get to ice skating events and things like that, whereas here we're 20 minutes to Salt Lake, where the ice skating events are held, and they can absorb and manage more people with the bedding that they have in Salt Lake, and then of course the bed base we have up here in Park City. So that's about it from the Olympic Winter Games 2002 Plaza. We're located right here across from the golf course on Park Avenue, which is also Highway 224 that comes in from the freeway, and Kearns Boulevard, Park City. We'll see you.